Okay, so ladies, here go a few tips on how to respond to common things men say to us. If he say, "Where you at?" text back, "Where you want me to be." It shows you can be submissive. Now, if he texts you, "What do you want to eat?" text back, "Whatever you get is fine." It shows you're appreciative. And not only that, he can determine what he can afford. If he say he had a long day and he don't want to be bothered, you ask him if it's anything you can do to make it better. Even if he say no, make sure you do something anyway. If he come to you and say, "Babe, I want to start this business," this is what you do. You go do the homework on that business, get the full blueprint, then bring it back to him and let him know you're ready to help him start it. It shows you dedicated to wanting better for him. This one is the most common and the most hurtful. If he say, "Babe, I love you, but I need space," you either doing too much or not doing enough. Pay attention to what you are and not doing and adjust them based on his reactions to each and every one of them. And he will see that you are willing to do what's necessary to keep him.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His jewelry, whack. His foot stance, whack. The way that he talks, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Everybody's so creative. Have you made your pies yet? If you don't know how to make sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie, don't worry about it. Make yourself a Coca-Cola pie and a Sprite pie. Yeah, you heard it right. You don't have to carry those cans around dripping juice all over your carpet. Just put it in a pie form and you'll make it real fun. Add loads and loads of sugar and loads of flour in there. You want to make sure the kids are running around like crazy so they can sleep good at night. Make sure you put a lot of flour in there because you want it to turn solidified. Put yourself some vanilla extract in there just to pop the flavors a little bit. Yeah, because it's going to look different. And you want it to be very inviting for everybody. Everyone's going to be awake at this party all night long. I promise you that. Put your butter in there too. Grate your butter in the Sprite pie, but make sure you cut butter pieces up and put it in your Coca-Cola pie. There's no reason why. Just doing it for fun. Get your kids to help. They'll swear they're making something. This is going to be something fun for everyone. I guarantee you, make sure you record their faces as they're tasting this delicious pie because you want to see what they all think. I'd love to see their faces. All right, now make sure you cover it with foil because you don't want to burn that pie crust that you worked hard taking out of that freezer. See that? Peel it back now because you want that pie to bake very good. You're going to put it in there for over an hour because an hour it might not be long enough, but make sure you put loads and loads of flour. That way it'll solidify. Be very careful putting it in your oven. All right, now you want to put this on 400 degrees and you want to bake it for about an hour, hour and a half to 265 days. However long it takes for you to get this big solid looking pie. All right, let's see how it looks. Come on out. I can't wait. This is going to be delicious. I bet you'll never drink it out of a can after this. Oh, see how different that looks? See how it still look loose? That's how you want it. You want it to be very, very loose. And then you just let it sit for about an hour, hour and a half until it gets really solid. If you need to put it in the fridge, do that. All right, there you go. See how it looks when it cools down? It kind of looks like a beef pie or something questionable that you've never had in your life. I promise you this is brand new. You didn't try this out. You need to do it though. Look how good that looks. It looks so different. Oh, and the other pie looks like a lemon meringue pie without the meringue. See how that looks? You're going to trick everybody at the party. You're going to be the talk of the show. I guarantee you this. Oh, cut into it. Look how that looks. Is it going to come out in a full slice? Yes, it did. That's really different. It sort of looks kind of like gravy, and it probably tastes really, really sweet. Try it out and let me know how it goes. Oh, look at that piece. A little bit more flour and you would have had a really, really solid pie. Add your more sweet stuff on top and some cinnamon. Take pictures before you let everyone eat that. And make sure you send it to all your friends. How's it taste? I bet you it's delicious. Oh,
Because I gotta be honest with you, I was following Romanian news for a long time, but now I no longer follow Romanian news because very simple, Romanian news follows me. And I usually like a friend of mine sometimes I'm the only Romanian they know, so they send me articles they find because sometimes they pop up on Euronews or somewhere. But last year was a big year for Romanian news because I had about like 4 friends from the UK send me the same article, and they're like, "Dragoș, have you seen this article about Romania on the front page of the BBC?" And I'm like, "Oh no." And they sent me over the article, and this was the title of the article. This was the title of the article. The title of the article was Romanian Priest Drowns Baby in Baptism. And all my friends from the UK, they're like, Dragos, what the fuck is happening in Romania? And why are the priests drowning babies? So now, of course, I have to defend my country. I have to be like, hey man, this is culturally insensitive. This is my culture, okay? Don't judge our traditions, okay? Because in Romania, we are Christian Orthodox, okay? And it is a very important part of the Christian Orthodox faith that every child gets a baptism. And the baptism process is straightforward, nothing complex. You take a child by the leg. And you use a cheese grating motion to dip the child in holy water until the child's first word is Jesus, okay? If the child doesn't say Jesus, you don't stop, okay? Mama, wrong! Papa, wrong! Christos, okay, we'll take that. A lot of my friends, when I told them this, like, Dragos, this is not okay. Isn't this dangerous, Dragos? This sounds extremely dangerous. I'm like, of course it's dangerous. But this is the first thing you have to understand about Eastern Europe. Only the strong survive. Because if you can't survive the baptism, then how are you going to survive the medical system? How are you going to survive the educational system? You think you can handle metaphors if you can't even handle the baptism? But no, Dragos, this is not okay. For the love of God. Hey man, you're using the word love in an incorrect manner, okay? Let me teach you something else. This is not how we use the word love in Eastern Europe. This is how, the correct way of using the word love is this. Dragos, if you really loved me, you would take out the trash. See, the original purpose of the word love is for emotional blackmail, of course. This is why we have it. But no, Dragos, you have to do something about this. This is very troubling. You have to look into the situation. And I was like, you know what? I am actually a bit suspicious of this news because there's a lot of fake news circulating around the internet, right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to read this article in the original language it was written in Romanian to find out if this was fake news or not. So I went and I read the original article in Romanian and I was shocked to find out that this was a little bit misreported. Because in the original article in Romanian, it was clearly stated that they did an autopsy on the baby. And the baby did not drown. This was fake news. The baby had a heart attack from the shock. So this is a completely different cause of death, okay? This is completely different. The title of the article should have been Romanian Priest Shocks Baby with the Holy Trinity. But had the baby drowned, what better way to drown than drowning in holy water? Isn't that a fast track to heaven?